I'm Nika. Let me introduce you to your casa reformer. We're going to start at this end with the footbar. So if you take a look at your footbar, right now I have this one all the way down. You have different places this can adjust to, and when you come up into any position, the footbar locks as a safety mechanism. So for a lot of your work, it's going to be all the way at the top, but you have multiple positions, including where I first had it, which was all the way at the bottom, and then it's nice and sturdy right in that position. At this end of the reformer, you have these sticky pads for certain exercises to keep you nice and stable. You also have the holes where a jump board can fit as well. Then we're going on to your gear bar and your springs. If you take all of the springs off, you're going to be able to adjust the gear bar. So the way you adjust the gear bar is you're going to lift it up from the center and then move it forward or back, and then it locks into place. You have 4 settings for the gear bar, and wherever you just adjust that, you're going to have a corresponding number up top, and you can take the stopper out and make sure the two match right into place. Then with your springs, your reformer is going to come standard with 2 yellow, 2 blue, and 1 red spring. When putting a spring on, you always want to sit off to the side of the reformer, or if you're on the side already, that's a great way to put it on just to be nice and safe. Looking at the carriage and how this works with resistance, if I were to put my foot on the carriage and I press out, and then I feel that resistance on the way in, it's my job to resist the carriage in. So there's work for you to work against, and you create the work in these exercises with the resistance. From here, we're gonna take a look at our headrest and the straps. So your headrest has 2 settings. Most of the time, it's going to be all the way up. Unless you're putting your hips overhead like in bridging, then it's going to go all the way down. And there's a setting right in between that you can adjust to as well, depending on your neck and alignment. When not in use, all the way up is a nice, easy place to be. With your straps, the best and easiest way to adjust them is you're going to bring them forward and you're gonna put the short loops over the shoulder blocks. Then underneath the carriage, you're gonna notice this lever, in case this isn't long enough right when you start, that loosens and creates some give here, right? So then that's gonna loosen both sides so that you can have some give so that it comes all the way forward. Then I can let go. Then you'll notice the rope underneath, and then you just pull until it's taut and then make them nice and even that way. That way you don't have to do any extra measurements and they stay even to each other. Now putting those shoulder straps, putting the straps back. At the back of the reformer, you see that we have the box. You'll place the box wherever you need to. When you put it on the reformer, you're gonna put it on short box or long box, and you obviously have the option to put it behind the shoulder blocks when you need to. Now, when getting on the reformer, there's 2 ways to get on that are recommended for safety. The first one is going to be taking a seat, and you're going to lie on your side, and then you're going to roll in. So I'm going to lie onto my side, and then I'm going to roll over onto my back here. That's going to be the first way to get in. The second way to get in, and same thing for getting out, right? Rolling onto your side and coming up will be nice and easy. And then the second way to get in is you're going to turn around, put your feet down, and then take your hands behind your legs and slowly roll yourself all the way back down. And then to come up, you can either roll to your side or tuck your chin to your chest. You can use your hands to help you and come up nice and tall. Now, when we're looking at the gear bar, we mentioned the way it goes, just a general guideline. If you are 5'2" or under, you can be at that negative is a good place to start. Up to about 5'10", you can be at the first position, and then up to 6'2" in second. Those are great places and guidelines. Now, depending on your flexibility, you might notice you can switch it around a bit. Those are great places to start with. Now, if you want, when you come all the way back around, you're gonna notice you have everything all set up. Springs are set where you need to use them, and you're ready to go. Enjoy your casa reformer.